Right now, as you're watching this, 750,000 Americans are sitting in freezing darkness with no power. Children are sleeping in 30-degree homes. Elderly neighbors are wondering if help will come before hypothermia sets in. And here's what terrifies me most. The worst is still ahead. In the next 25 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly when the most dangerous cold of this winter will hit your city. Not just your state, your city. I've got timing down to the hour for over 80 locations across America. And at the 30-second mark, I'm making you a promise. If you live anywhere from Texas to Maine, from Florida to Michigan, you'll know the exact day and time your area faces the greatest danger. But first, let me show you something that happened just 12 hours ago in Atlanta. Highway 485. 47-car pileup. Why? Flash freeze. Water on the road turned to ice in minutes. Drivers had no warning. Some are still in the hospital. Here's the pattern that's developing. And I need you to understand this, because your safety depends on it. We just survived one of the most crippling ice storms in American history. Tennessee, Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana, over 750,000 people still without electricity. Trees crashed through roofs, power lines down everywhere. But that storm, that was just the setup. Now we're entering phase 2. 2 separate Arctic blasts. The first one is already moving south as I speak. The second one, arriving this weekend, will be 50% more intense. And between them, we're looking at snow potential as far south as the Gulf Coast. Let me give you the timeline right now for major cities. And I want you to grab a pen because these are the dates that matter for your family's safety. Starting with Texas. Dallas-Fort Worth. You've been through hell with this ice storm. Here's your next 48 hours. Tonight, Monday night into Tuesday morning, 9 degrees. That's the actual temperature, not wind chill. Tuesday afternoon brings relief, finally climbing to 34 degrees. This is your only window this entire week to melt ice. Wednesday morning drops back to 20 degrees. Then comes the big one. Saturday morning, January 31st, 12 degrees with wind chills near zero. Houston, your danger window is different. Wednesday night into Thursday, 32 degrees. Ice possible on bridges. Saturday morning, 28 degrees. This will be your coldest morning since 2021. San Antonio, you're in a critical zone. Tuesday morning, 26 degrees. Friday night into Saturday, 23 degrees. Any remaining ice from last week stays frozen. Austin, nearly identical. Tuesday morning, 25 degrees. Saturday morning, 21 degrees. Brownsville, way down in extreme southern Texas. Even you're not safe. Saturday morning, 35 degrees. Your citrus crop is at risk. Moving to Louisiana. New Orleans, you've got power outages right now. Wednesday morning, 31 degrees, still freezing. Saturday morning, 29 degrees with wind chills in the low 20s. Baton Rouge, your timing is almost identical. Wednesday, 30 degrees. Saturday, 27 degrees. Shreveport, you're in the danger zone for extended freezing. Tuesday through Saturday, you won't get above freezing until Sunday afternoon. Lowest point, Friday night, 18 degrees. Mississippi, you've been devastated by this ice storm. Jackson, you have 14,000 people without power right now. Here's what you're facing. Tuesday morning, 22 degrees. Wednesday morning, 20 degrees. Saturday morning, 16 degrees with wind chills near zero. Biloxi, down on the coast, Wednesday morning, 33 degrees. Saturday morning, 31 degrees. Light snow, possible Friday night. Tupelo, in the northeast part of the state, you're in the worst position. Tuesday, 18 degrees. Saturday, 13 degrees. Ice on the ground won't melt for 6 days straight. Arkansas, let's talk about your timeline. Little Rock, you're right on the edge. Tuesday morning, 19 degrees. Tuesday afternoon, finally above freezing at 35 degrees. Take advantage of this. Wednesday morning, 21 degrees. Saturday morning, 14 degrees. Fort Smith, western Arkansas. Tuesday morning, 15 degrees. Saturday morning, 11 degrees. This will be your coldest temperature in 3 years. Tennessee, you're dealing with catastrophic damage right now. Nashville, I know you have trees down everywhere, power lines sparking in neighborhoods. Here's your window. Tuesday afternoon, 33 degrees. This is your chance. Wednesday, you drop back to 31 degrees, right on the edge. Saturday morning, 16 degrees with wind chills below zero. Memphis, Tuesday morning, 23 degrees. Tuesday afternoon, 36 degrees. Melting window. Saturday morning, 19 degrees. Knoxville, Eastern Tennessee, you're in trouble. Wednesday, 31 degrees. Saturday morning, 15 degrees. The Smoky Mountains will see wind chills 20 below zero. Kentucky, your state is split. Louisville, Tuesday afternoon, 34 degrees. Wednesday, 32 degrees. Saturday morning, 12 degrees with sub-zero wind chills. Lexington, similar pattern. Tuesday afternoon, 32 degrees. Saturday morning, 10 degrees. Wind chills, 15 below. Paducah, in western Kentucky, you won't see above freezing from Wednesday through Saturday. Lowest temperature, Saturday morning, 11 degrees. Now here's something critical I need to tell you, and this is the information I promised at the 5-minute mark. Pay close attention because this could save your life or the life of someone you love. The power outages we're seeing right now in Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, they're not going to be fixed before this next Arctic blast hits. Utility crews are working around the clock, but the damage is too extensive, which means when Saturday morning arrives and temperatures drop into the teens and single digits, tens of thousands of people will still be without heat. If you have elderly neighbors, check on them. If you have family members in rural areas, make contact now. Hypothermia can set in within hours when you're in a 30-degree house. Let me continue with the city-by-city breakdown because we're only halfway through. Alabama, you're next. Birmingham, Tuesday morning, 26 degrees. Saturday morning, 20 degrees with wind chills in the single digits. Mobile, down on the Gulf Coast, you're looking at possible snow Friday night into Saturday. Tuesday, 34 degrees. Saturday morning, 32 degrees. This would be your first measurable snow in 4 years. Montgomery, Tuesday morning, 28 degrees. Saturday morning, 24 degrees. Huntsville, northern Alabama, you had those accidents last night from flash freeze. Saturday morning, 17 degrees. More ice danger. Georgia, your state faces 2 different patterns. Atlanta, you're the major metro area, everyone's watching. Tuesday morning, 31 degrees. Wednesday morning, 30 degrees. Saturday morning, 24 degrees, with wind chills in the teens. This will be your coldest morning this winter. Savannah, coastal Georgia, Tuesday, 38 degrees. Saturday morning, 34 degrees. Light snow possible Friday night. Augusta, Tuesday morning, 33 degrees. Saturday morning, 26 degrees. Macon, central Georgia, Tuesday morning, 32 degrees. Saturday morning, 25 degrees. South Carolina, your coastal areas are under a winter weather watch for this weekend. Charleston, you might see snow for the first time in 3 years. Friday night into Saturday morning, 34 degrees, flakes possible. Columbia, state capital, Tuesday morning, 32 degrees. Saturday morning, 27 degrees. Snow likely Friday night, could be 1 to 2 inches. Greenville, upstate South Carolina, Tuesday morning, 31 degrees. Saturday morning, 23 degrees. Snow accumulation likely, 2 to 4 inches possible. North Carolina. This is where things get very interesting, and I'll tell you why in just a moment. But first, the temperatures. Charlotte, Tuesday morning, 31 degrees. Saturday morning, 25 degrees. Snow likely Friday night, possibly 3 to 5 inches. Raleigh, Tuesday morning, 33 degrees. Saturday morning, 28 degrees. Winter storm possible Friday night into Saturday. Asheville, in the mountains, Tuesday morning, 28 degrees. Saturday morning, 19 degrees. Mountain locations could see 6 to 10 inches of snow. Wilmington, coastal area. This is the spot to watch. An offshore low-pressure system might develop Friday night. If it does, you could see significant snow. Temperature Saturday morning, 32 degrees. Here's the plot twist I mentioned, and this is information you won't hear anywhere else. The computer models are showing 2 possible scenarios for this weekend. Scenario 1. An East Coast storm system brings heavy snow to the Carolinas, Virginia, and Maryland. Scenario 2. A Gulf Coast system brings rare snow to Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and the Florida Panhandle. Right now, the models are flip-flopping between these two scenarios every 6 hours, which means by Wednesday or Thursday, we'll know which one is more likely. But here's what you need to know. Either way, snow is coming to areas that rarely see it. Virginia. Let's break down your major cities. Richmond, Tuesday morning, 32 degrees. Saturday morning, 26 degrees. Snow, likely Friday night, potentially significant accumulation. Norfolk, coastal Virginia, Tuesday morning, 35 degrees. Saturday morning, 30 degrees. Winter storm watch for Friday night. Roanoke, western Virginia, Tuesday morning, 29 degrees. Saturday morning, 21 degrees. Heavy snow possible, 4 to 8 inches. West Virginia, you're in the bullseye for heavy snow this weekend. Charleston, Tuesday morning, 30 degrees. Saturday morning, 22 degrees. Snow Friday night through Saturday, potentially 6 to 12 inches. Morgantown, northern part of the state, Tuesday morning, 27 degrees. Saturday morning, 18 degrees. Blizzard conditions possible Saturday with wind chills below zero. Maryland, your state is looking at a potentially historic cold snap. Baltimore, Tuesday morning, 32 degrees. Wednesday morning, 28 degrees. Saturday morning, 20 degrees with wind chills near zero. This could be your coldest morning in 5 years. Snow likely Friday night. Annapolis, similar timing. Saturday morning, 21 degrees. Frederick, western Maryland, Saturday morning, 17 degrees. Wind chills 10 below zero. Now let me move to the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast, because this is where Saturday and Sunday become absolutely brutal. Pennsylvania, you're facing extreme cold this weekend. Philadelphia, Tuesday morning, 32 degrees. Saturday morning, 21 degrees with wind chills near zero. Pittsburgh, western Pennsylvania, Tuesday morning, 28 degrees. Saturday morning, 15 degrees. Wind chills 10 below. Harrisburg, state capital, Saturday morning, 19 degrees. Erie, on Lake Erie, you're looking at lake effect snow starting Friday. Saturday morning, 12 degrees with wind chills 20 below zero. New Jersey, your coastal areas and inland areas have different timelines. Newark, Tuesday morning, 33 degrees. Saturday morning, 22 degrees. Wind chills single digits. Atlantic City, coastal, Tuesday morning, 35 degrees. Saturday morning, 25 degrees. Trenton, Tuesday morning, 32 degrees. Saturday morning, 21 degrees. New York, your state is massive, so let me break it down by region. New York City, Tuesday morning, 34 degrees. Saturday morning, 23 degrees with wind chills in the single digits. Albany, upstate New York, Tuesday morning, 25 degrees. Saturday morning, 10 degrees. Wind chills 15 below zero. Buffalo, western New York on Lake Erie, lake effect snow Friday through Sunday. Saturday morning, 8 degrees. Wind chills 25 below zero. Syracuse, central New York, Saturday morning, 9 degrees, with heavy lake effect snow possible. But here's what nobody's talking about, and this is critical. Sunday morning will be even colder than Saturday in many locations. The Arctic air mass settles in and intensifies overnight Saturday. Connecticut, your entire state faces dangerous cold. Hartford, Tuesday morning, 29 degrees. Sunday morning, 15 degrees. Wind chills below zero. New Haven, coastal Connecticut, Tuesday morning, 32 degrees. Sunday morning, 18 degrees. Bridgeport, Sunday morning, 17 degrees. Massachusetts, Boston, you're looking at a serious situation. Tuesday morning, 31 degrees. Sunday morning, 16 degrees with wind chills near zero. Springfield, western Massachusetts, Sunday morning, 12 degrees. Wind chills 10 below. Worcester, central Massachusetts, Sunday morning, 13 degrees. Rhode Island, Providence, Tuesday morning, 32 degrees. Sunday morning, 17 degrees. Wind chills below zero possible. Vermont, your entire state is in the danger zone for extreme cold. Burlington, Tuesday morning, 22 degrees. Sunday morning, 5 below zero. Wind chills, 25 below zero. This is life-threatening cold. New Hampshire. Manchester. Tuesday morning, 25 degrees. Sunday morning, 8 degrees. Wind chills, 15 below. Concord, Sunday morning, 6 degrees. The White Mountains will see wind chills 40 below zero. Maine, you're facing the most extreme conditions in the Northeast. Portland, Tuesday morning, 27 degrees. Sunday morning, 10 degrees. Wind chills 15 below zero. Bangor, Northern Maine, Sunday morning, 8 below zero. Wind chills 30 below. Caribou, far northern Maine, Sunday morning, 15 below zero. Wind chills 40 below. This is dangerous. Life-threatening cold. Now, let me shift to the Midwest and Great Lakes, because you're dealing with sub-zero temperatures right now, and it only gets worse. Ohio. Your entire state is in a deep freeze. Cleveland, on Lake Erie, Tuesday morning, 20 degrees. Sunday morning, 8 degrees. Wind chills 10 below, with lake-effect snow. Columbus, state capital. Tuesday morning, 22 degrees. Saturday morning, 10 degrees. Sunday morning, 8 degrees. Cincinnati, Southern Ohio. Tuesday morning, 25 degrees. Saturday morning, 12 degrees. Toledo, Northwest Ohio. Sunday morning, 6 degrees. Wind chills 15 below. Michigan, you're in the heart of this Arctic blast. Detroit, Tuesday morning, 19 degrees. Sunday morning, 5 degrees. Wind chills 10 below zero. Grand Rapids, Western Michigan, Sunday morning, 3 degrees. Wind chills 15 below. Traverse City, Northern Michigan, Sunday morning, 0 degrees. Wind chills 25 below. The Upper Peninsula will see wind chills 35 below zero. Indiana, Indianapolis, Tuesday morning, 23 degrees. Saturday morning, 11 degrees. Sunday morning, 9 degrees. Wind chills below zero. Fort Wayne, northeastern Indiana, Sunday morning, 6 degrees. Evansville, southern Indiana on the Ohio River, Saturday morning, 14 degrees. Illinois, Chicago, you're a major metro area with millions of people. Tuesday morning, 21 degrees. Sunday morning, 7 degrees. Wind chills, 10 below zero. Springfield, central Illinois, Sunday morning, 8 degrees. Rockford, northern Illinois, Sunday morning, 4 degrees. Wind chills 15 below. Wisconsin, you're in extreme cold territory. Milwaukee, Tuesday morning, 18 degrees. Sunday morning, 3 degrees. Wind chills 15 below zero. Madison, state capital, Sunday morning, 1 degree. Wind chills 20 below. Green Bay, northern Wisconsin, Sunday morning, 2 below zero. Wind chills 25 below. Minnesota, you're used to cold, but this is extreme even for you. Minneapolis, Tuesday morning, 12 degrees. Sunday morning, 8 below zero. Wind chills 25 below zero. Duluth, northern Minnesota on Lake Superior. Sunday morning, 15 below zero. Wind chills 35 below. Rochester, southern Minnesota. Sunday morning, 10 below zero. Iowa, Des Moines, Tuesday morning, 17 degrees. Sunday morning, 5 degrees. Wind chills 10 below zero. Cedar Rapids, Sunday morning, 4 degrees. Sioux City, western Iowa, Sunday morning, 6 below zero. Missouri, St. Louis, Tuesday morning, 24 degrees. Saturday morning, 13 degrees. Sunday morning, 11 degrees. Kansas City, western Missouri, Tuesday morning, 20 degrees. Sunday morning, 8 degrees. Springfield, southern Missouri, Saturday morning, 16 degrees. Now let's talk about the Plains states, because you're in the direct path of both Arctic blasts. Kansas, Wichita, Tuesday morning, 18 degrees. Saturday morning, 12 degrees. Sunday morning, 10 degrees. Topeka, state capital, Sunday morning, 9 degrees. Kansas City on the Kansas side, Sunday morning, 8 degrees. Nebraska, Omaha, Tuesday morning, 15 degrees. Sunday morning, 4 degrees. Wind chills 10 below zero. Lincoln, state capital, Sunday morning, 5 degrees. North Platte, western Nebraska, Sunday morning, 2 degrees. South Dakota, Sioux Falls, Tuesday morning, 10 degrees. Sunday morning, 8 below zero. Wind chills, 25 below zero. Rapid City, western South Dakota, Sunday morning, 5 degrees. Pierre, Sunday morning, 6 below zero. North Dakota, you're facing some of the coldest temperatures in the nation. Fargo, Tuesday morning, 5 degrees. Sunday morning, 15 below zero. Wind chills, 30 below zero. Bismarck, state capital, Sunday morning, 18 below zero. Wind chills, 35 below. Now here's the update on snow potential, and this is changing by the hour. I told you earlier about the two scenarios. Let me give you the latest probabilities for accumulating snow this weekend. Carolinas, 20 to 40% chance of 1 inch or more. Highest probability in the mountains and Piedmont region. Charlotte could see 3 to 5 inches. Raleigh could see 2 to 4 inches. Virginia, 30 to 50% chance. Richmond area could see 3 to 6 inches. Virginia Beach and Norfolk, 20 to 30% chance of 1 to 3 inches. Maryland and Delaware, 40 to 60% chance. Baltimore could see 4 to 8 inches if the storm tracks favorably. Pennsylvania, 50 to 70% chance in eastern parts. Philadelphia area could see 6 to 12 inches. Ohio Valley, 20 to 40% chance for Kentucky, southern Ohio, and southern Indiana. Great Lakes. Lake effect snow bands will be intense Friday through Sunday. Buffalo, Erie, Cleveland could each see 12 to 24 inches from lake effect alone. Gulf Coast. This is the long shot scenario, but it exists. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama coast, Florida panhandle, there's a 5 to 10% chance of snow Friday night into Saturday. If it happens, we're talking trace amounts to 1 inch, but for these areas, that would be huge news. Now, let me tell you about the 3 most dangerous aspects of this pattern, because understanding these could save your life. Danger number 1, prolonged power outages during extreme cold. Right now, 750,000 people are without electricity. Many won't have power restored before Saturday's extreme cold arrives. If you're in a home without heat and it's 10 degrees outside with sub-zero wind chills, hypothermia can occur within 2 to 4 hours. Danger number 2, flash freeze events. This happened in Atlanta yesterday. This will happen again in dozens of cities. Any moisture on roads, whether from melting ice or light precipitation, will instantly freeze when temperatures drop. This creates invisible ice that causes multi-car pileups. The most dangerous times are late evening and early morning when temperatures drop fastest. Danger number 3, the duration of this cold. This isn't a one-day event. From Tuesday through Monday, that's 7 straight days of below-average temperatures for most of the eastern 2/3 of the country. Your body, your home, your infrastructure, everything struggles when cold persists this long. Let me give you specific action steps right now. If you live in an area facing extreme cold this weekend, here's what you need to do today. Monday. Action 1. If you lost power last week and it's been restored, don't assume it will stay on. Charge every device you own right now. Fill your bathtub with water. Make sure you have flashlights, batteries, and a battery-operated radio. Action 2. Bring any outdoor pets inside. I'm serious about this. 15-degree temperatures with wind chills near zero will kill animals left outside overnight. Action 3. Let your faucets drip starting Friday night. Frozen pipes are about to become a massive problem across the South and Mid-Atlantic. Burst pipes can cause thousands of dollars in damage. Action 4. Stock up on non-perishable food and medications today or Tuesday. Don't wait until Friday when everyone else panics. Stores will be cleaned out. Action 5. Check on your neighbors, especially elderly folks living alone. Make a plan to contact them Saturday morning and Sunday morning when the cold peaks. Now let's talk about what happens after this weekend, because you're probably wondering when this nightmare pattern finally breaks. The good news, by the middle of next week, temperatures start moderating. The bad news, we're looking at another potential winter storm around February 5th to 7th. It's too early for specifics, but the pattern suggests more snow is possible for the Midwest, Ohio Valley, and Northeast. Here's something fascinating from a meteorological perspective. This pattern we're in right now, with the polar vortex dipping so far south, This is the most extreme January pattern we've seen since 2014. Some of you remember that winter. Chicago hit 18 below zero. Atlanta was paralyzed by ice. What's happening right now is similar but more widespread. The Arctic air mass is larger and affecting more people simultaneously. Let me give you state-by-state warnings for the most critical periods. Write these down. Texas. Critical period is Saturday morning, January 31st. If you still have ice on your property, it stays frozen through the weekend. Louisiana and Mississippi. Critical period is Friday night into Saturday morning. Power outages plus extreme cold equals life-threatening situation. Alabama and Tennessee. Critical period is Friday through Sunday. Nashville, Memphis, Birmingham, Huntsville. You're looking at 72 hours of freezing or below freezing temperatures. Georgia and South Carolina. Critical period is Friday night into Saturday. Snow possible, especially in upstate South Carolina and northern Georgia. North Carolina and Virginia. Critical period is Friday night through Sunday. Snow likely, heavy at times. Travel will be dangerous or impossible. Mid-Atlantic states. Critical period is Saturday morning through Sunday evening. This will be your coldest weekend in several years. Northeast. Critical period is Saturday night through Monday morning. Life-threatening cold with wind chills 20 to 30 below zero in many areas. Ohio Valley and Great Lakes. Critical period is Friday through Monday. Lake effect snow plus Arctic cold creates dangerous conditions. Upper Midwest. Critical period is Saturday night through Monday morning. Wind chills 30 to 40 below zero. Frostbite can occur in less than 10 minutes. Now I want to address something important. Some of you are thinking, is this climate change? Is this global warming? Let me be clear about the science. Arctic outbreaks like this have always happened. However, there is research suggesting that a warming Arctic can actually make these outbreaks more intense and more frequent by disrupting the polar vortex. It's counterintuitive, but a warmer Arctic can lead to colder mid-latitude winters. The bottom line. Whether this is climate-related or natural variability, it doesn't change what you need to do to stay safe this week. Let me circle back to the snow forecast because I'm getting new model data as we speak. The European model, which is often more accurate than the American GFS model, is now showing a stronger signal for a Carolina snow event. This would happen Friday night into Saturday morning. The cities most likely to see significant snow: Charlotte, Greensboro, Raleigh, Winston-Salem, and potentially reaching as far south as Columbia, South Carolina. If this solution is correct, we're talking about a widespread 4 to 8 inch snowfall across a region that doesn't have the infrastructure to handle it. Snow plows are limited. Salt supplies are limited. This could cripple the region for several days. The alternative scenario, which the GFS model prefers, brings snow to the Gulf Coast. This would affect New Orleans, Mobile, Pensacola, possibly even Tallahassee. The amounts would be much lighter, maybe traced to 2 inches, but for these cities, any snow is a major event. By Wednesday morning, we should have much better clarity on which scenario will unfold. I'm going to do another video Wednesday evening with the final call on the weekend snow potential. Let me also mention the economic impact of what we're seeing. The winter storm last week is estimated to have caused $3 to $5 billion in damages across the South. Power line repairs, tree removal, burst pipes, lost business revenue, the costs add up quickly. This weekend's extreme cold will add to that total. Every day of school closure costs millions in lost productivity as parents stay home. Every day of power outage costs businesses revenue. Frozen pipes in homes and businesses will cause hundreds of millions in damage. I'm not saying this to be negative. I'm saying it because understanding the scope of this event helps you understand why officials are taking it so seriously. Now let me give you the extended outlook, looking 10 to 14 days ahead. The pattern we're in right now is locked in through the first week of February. What happens after that is less certain, but there are some encouraging signs. Long-range models suggest that by February 8th to 12th, we might finally see a pattern shift. The jet stream could lift northward, allowing warmer air to surge back into the central and eastern United States. If that happens, we'd see temperatures returning to near normal or even slightly above normal. But between now and then, we have 2 more weeks of winter warfare to get through. Let me summarize the key dates one more time because I want to make absolutely sure you have this information. Tuesday, January 27th. Coldest morning of this week for most areas. Limited melting. This is your only chance to melt ice before the weekend. Wednesday, January 28th. Temperatures drop again. Freezing line extends to the Gulf Coast. Friday, January 30th. Arctic blast number 2 arrives. Snow develops across multiple regions. Saturday, January 31st. Peak intensity of cold for the South and Mid-Atlantic. Snow continues in some areas. Sunday, February 1st. Peak intensity of cold for the Northeast and Great Lakes. Wind chills life-threatening across multiple states. Monday, February 2nd. Extreme cold continues but slowly moderates. Here's my final message for you, and I want you to really hear this. The next 7 days are going to be challenging for millions of Americans. But we get through these situations by being prepared, staying informed, and looking out for each other. If you made it this far in the video, drop a comment right now telling me what city you're in. I'm reading every single comment, and I'm responding with specific information for your area. The community in the comment section during events like this is incredible. People share real-time updates, help each other out, warn about road conditions. Be part of that community. Tell us where you are, ask questions, share what you're seeing. Tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm going to release another update with refined snow forecasts and any changes to the temperature outlook. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. And here's a preview of what I'm working on for later this week. I'm doing a deep dive on why this pattern is so persistent and what it means for the rest of winter. Is this going to be the norm for February? Are we looking at more Arctic blasts? I've got the long-range data, and some of it is surprising. Stay safe out there. Take care of your family. Check on your neighbors. And remember, this too shall pass. Spring is coming, even though it doesn't feel like it right now. Until the next video, stay weather aware and stay safe.